Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, you'll learn how to change the data types specified within a column of a query. I have got opened here my Microsoft Power BI desktop file, and within the Power BI desktop file, I have imported some queries on the right. These are queries that I have imported in from connection to a Microsoft Access database file. When you first connect to a data source, Power BI will sample the top couple of hundred of rows of that data, and it will then try to automatically infer the data type for each column. However, it doesn't always get it right. So let me open up the queries inside the Power Query Editor so that we can explore how to change the data type. So within the ribbon area, I'm going to click on the drop down here for Edit Queries and click on Edit Queries, and that will open up the queries inside the Power Query Editor. So I'm going to click on the date query here. Now, if you notice on the header for each of the column, just by the side, you can see this ABC. This ABC basically specifies that it is regarding the content as a text data type, while this one is a number, this one is text, number, text, number. So when we're working with date, we really want it to be in a date format. So there are a couple of ways you can change that. You can change that from within this area here where you've got the transform option. You can see, because I've got this column highlighted on here, the data type is showing as text. So if I click on the drop down, I can change that to date because I'm working with date. If I was working with time, I could probably choose time, or if I was working with date, time, and time zone, I would choose the specified data type. Another way you can access that same menu is by clicking on this ABC here. If you click on that, it will give you a list of data types you can change to. Because I'm working with date in this column, I'm going to click on the date data type, and you can see here it has changed the data type to date, and if you look here, the icon has also changed to reflect that. Anytime you make a change within a query, the change is recorded in this applied steps area here. You can see, because I've changed the data type, it's recorded it here as a change type. So I'm going to click on another query here, this query called sex fact. And if I look here on this query also here, we've got this ABC here, which specify that this column here, the data has been brought in as text. So I can click on this ABC here and change that to reflect date. Now, if I look on this column here called revenue, you can see the format it has specified. If I click on this little 1.2 here, it will give me a drop down menu. And you can see the 1.2 here represents decimal. Because this is a numerical type of information, since we're dealing with money, because it's revenue, I can specify a dollar, which is fixed decimal number. I can change that. I click on that. You can see the symbol here, and it has changed it by giving it 4 decimal places. So this is another way you can change a data type. So data types changing is quite common here. Where we've got units, I can click on this one here. If I want to represent the units as a whole number, I can click whole number, which is already selected, and just make sure they are represented as a whole number. So very easy to change data types within the columns of your query. Each time you make a change to a query, it is recorded in the applied steps. If you want to cancel that change, all you need to do is delete that step from the applied steps, and it will revert back to how the data was before the change was made. So again, once you finish making your changes, click on the Home tab, click on Close and Apply. That will close the query editor and then apply the changes you have made into your Power BI desktop. You can see here it's applying the changes because these are the two queries I worked with, the date and then the sales file. So once it finishes applying the changes to that query, it will exit out of the Power Query Editor. So that's it for this video. In this video, you learned how to change the data types within a column of a query. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.